9 foods are the most common things to cause a food allergy.
So, um, a lot of what we used to think was avoid allergy, like eggs and peanuts and all of these kind of allergens. So when I was, a medical student, that was kind of the philosophy. And now, much like our relationship with purees and baby led weaning, that has also flipped. And now we say, oh, actually, studies show that when you introduce these allergens much earlier, we can decrease food. So these common allergens earlier, we can decrease sensitivity to food allergies, right? So the reason that we try to say introduce one food at a time is just to kind of help you understand, is there any kind of allergic response occurring? So that's why, we try to say introduce those common allergens one at a time.
The big thing that we think about is just making sure that your baby doesn't have an allergy to the big common allergens. So there are 9 common allergens specific to the US. It actually changes if you're in other countries, but the 9 common ones, and I'll see if I can get this right. Dairy, fish, like a fin fish, shellfish, peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, wheat, egg, and soy. 9 foods are the most common things to cause a food allergy. You can be allergic to other foods, but it's very rare. It's almost always to those 9 foods. So those foods are the ones you want to watch out for. And we recommend that you introduce those 9 foods one at a time. You can introduce those foods with a non-common allergen food. So for example, you can, if you're doing peanuts and it would be peanut butter, you could introduce peanut butter with banana because banana is not a common allergy. Common allergen. But you wouldn't want to introduce banana and yogurt together because then you have dairy and you have peanuts together. So for example, you could absolutely start your baby, their very first meal, with lasagna. But lasagna has egg, it has dairy, it has wheat, it has, there's a lot of different things that go into that. And we wouldn't recommend starting all of those common allergens at once. We'd recommend introducing those one at a time. And then if you're like, yeah, they seem to be okay, because you can actually, unfortunately, develop an allergy at any time. So it doesn't guarantee that your baby doesn't have an allergy, but it's very likely that if you introduce them and that went well, that it will continue to go well. Then you can start mixing things. So there isn't a limit on what foods or how many foods you can combine. It's just more about whether or not you've introduced those common allergens first, and then you can start combining.